Hi, this is Rachel,
And Alyssa.
and we have the environmental movement. So I'm going to start with the Sierra Club on the next slide. All right, this club was founded by John Muir in 1892. And here we have the mission statement, and it's kind of long, but you only have to write down the beginning, so I'll read it now. It says, to explore, enjoy, and protect the wild places of the earth, to practice and promote the responsible use of the earth's ecosystems and resources, to educate and enlist humanity, to protect and restore the quality of the natural and human environment, and to use all lawful means to carry out those objectives. So, here we have some accomplishments. To start off, it cleared the air of coal, dust, and greenhouse gases. In addition, it established a national recreation trail. And lastly, here under the last bullet, we have it stopped toxic pollution at the headwaters of the Wolf River. So in April of 1956, people wanted to construct an Echo Park Dam in replacement of the Dinosaur National Monument. However, members of the Sierra Club didn't agree with this, and they wanted to keep their monument, so they protested, and these protests were a major success. So next we have the Silent Spring.
So, Silent Spring was a book written by Rachel Carson, and it was a major catalyst for the environmental movement because Rachel introduced the idea that overusing pesticides was harmful to the environment, people in general, just bad all around.
Yeah, this was written in 1962. All right, next we have Paul Ehrlich. He became well known after the publication of his controversial book, which was titled The Population Bomb. He basically stated that he believed the human population is too large and a threat to the human survival and the environment. So, too many people, not good for the environment. So, because of this, radical idea, he promoted family planning and contraception. So, even though not everybody supported this, the idea still plays a role in society today.
So, next we have disaster, which equals a spark for the movement. January 29th, 1969, there was a major oil spill in Santa Barbara, California, and the cause of it was a defect in protective casing of the oil. It attracted attention from the public to the importance of taking care of the environment because over 200,000 gallons of oil spilled.
All right. So now I'm just going to talk about Earth Day a little bit. Earth Day was organized by Dennis Hayes during December of 1969. So we started off with recruiting young college graduates to help plan the first ever Earth Day in Washington, D.C. So Earth Day has a huge legacy and is still held today. You can see we have some, Earth Day symbols, and in the upper right-hand corner we have some propaganda. So next we're going to talk about President Carter.
So, President Carter was the 39th president, and he established the Department of Energy, or the DOE. He was a huge supporter of solar technology, so he established the Federal Solar Energy Research Institute. And from that, he installed a solar heating system on the roof of the White House, and his key goal was to establish a national energy policy that promoted clean and alternative fuels. And the solar heating system establishment was on June 20th, 1979.
Alright, so after all those steps in the right direction for this movement, we have President Reagan, who proves to be, slightly detrimental to this movement. So he starts off by cutting the budget of the Environmental Protection Agency by 12%. So he also removed Carter's solar heating panels, and, so he was a few steps back in this movement. Next, we're going to talk about the legacy.
So the environmental movement was greatly influential, and it left a huge legacy. So today we recycle all the time, and it's enforced in school and just everywhere. And as we talked about before, Earth Day is also a huge legacy because we still have it around today. And even Arbor Day, which is a holiday about planting and caring for trees and rainforests in general. So we are very aware of conserving the environment and also conservation of energy, which is, as we know, turning off lights, unplugging phones or cords just to save energy. And carpooling is a way of saving fuel and also cutting down on pollution in our air and the environment. And CFL light bulbs are a great alternative to normal light bulbs because they're much more energy efficient, and so they conserve energy as well. And national parks and reservations are around to protect the environment and protect the trees from being cut down in certain areas.
Yeah, so that is it for the environmental movement. So remember to keep on recycling. Here we have our sources. So this is Rachel and Alyssa signing off.
Bye, guys.
Bye.